recordings that I do, which is first time is real time. And I'm having muscle contractions. Fully transparent in a way that for some reason isn't common. So yeah, honestly, I think it's important for folks who have not had serious chronic illness or something that really gets hard to navigate alone. It could be all kinds of things, but in this case, I'm having a flare of a foot issue. My right foot has arthritis, and lately I've not been managing or mitigating that as well as, so it's not very well managed in general. So I've been having a flare every single day, in the morning in particular. It'll wake me up. It's woke me up every night. So that's an indication that I must change my routine a little bit. I've learned just now that I need another hot pad like this guy. This fucking rad, really long hot pad you can tie onto yourself. This is one thing that I realized I needed so bad, is just a fucking timer. And so the only thing is anyway, it's so soft and it'll be so nice on my shoulders when those don't feel good. So anyhow, and sometimes just being fucking warm feels fucking good. So like just having a nice and it's a little bit weighted, so I do have to be careful. Anyway, I don't want to go. Anyhow, this is a data reporting, like field report, to essentially track progress and state, and feel heard in that. So this morning or today so far is a fucking incredible example of resiliency and the power of teaming up with a friend and committing fully to the process. So Jeanette's been out on a pet sit at her son's house, which in and of itself is pretty fucking great, that because there's a sense of relaxation and familiarity that she doesn't have to learn a new place. That's really hard. Anyhow, she's had the energy to do a bunch of laundry and I don't know, do it all herself, and she's so bright and shiny, and she has really confidently driven. We've been navigating that a lot lately, because there's days she should not be driving. It would not be wise. And I think that so anyhow, she says yesterday that her confidence has gotten such an incredible boost, and she really needed the opportunity to prove to herself and us, in a way, so that we can have a clear gauge on her current state. Every day she has felt great. Every night she has slept great. She's made adjustments to her medications that are, really wise, and I'm so glad she had been advised, or that she had finally made alarms and stuff so that she could take these pills 3 times every 3 hours. Anyhow, that in itself, super celebratory. So she's on her way over right now, and I'm supposed to be ready to record our Gene Keys discussion. The fucking bummer is, when she recorded a reading of it yesterday, for some reason it didn't work. But she did successfully go live twice, and that's amazing. But I don't know why the second one dropped. Anyway, my book is upstairs. My foot's in a flare. I've just been out driving for 3 hours. No, not quite that. No, I didn't hit the road till 8, because that was when I was like, okay, I can technically drive. I just have to be really careful. But I had reached the point of flare pain where I'm like, as long as I don't bump it, as long as I don't move it, anyway, I was able to do it. Decent morning driving. I still made $50 in 2 hours. That's better than it's been for a while. So good talks with people. I connect with folks every single time I go driving. Lyft driving as a spiritual practice. and way of proving with hard data the translation into currency of what happens when your vibe is high. And I know I need to get into that later, but basically I travel in a beam of sunshine in a mobile safe space that people get in the car and immediately drop in. Like they stay quiet and they keep to themselves. But I tell you what, there's no lag. If somebody's interested in connecting, it just happens so seamlessly and naturally. That's what's true. Not this bullshit. Everybody's learned. Okay. Just went off. I forgot to ask her how long it's going to take her to get here. I estimated a minimum of 20 minutes. So what I gotta navigate and do is get all the way upstairs, get my book, hopefully without flaring my toe. So how does that happen? Well, I'm gonna need my knee pads. Where are my knee pads? I don't know right now. Maybe my purse. So I gotta crutch around. So when I have my knee pads, then I can crawl, which is a pretty safe way generally to get around. And I need to find my tripod. And so what I think I'll do, okay, so and this whole time, my foot, the very first thing I did was as soon as possible, I came and got my butt down and put my castor oil pack on. So now I'm gonna leave that on my foot. Be really careful not to bump it. And bring you along for the not so fun adventure of being alone in a pain flare. Okay, let me go get my bag. I'm gonna crutch on over there. Okay, I do need my... I try really hard to keep everything together. Ooh, I found my tripod. Yay, I found my tripod and it's right here. Okay. All right, so it ain't pretty, but I'm starting to consolidate. And it, basically I'm figuring out what I like to have nearby, what I need to deal with today, and I make it neater and neater over time. Okay, so I gotta crutch across the room. Oh my God, there's the slow dog. Love this dog. Okay, oops. Okay, so that little dog right there never walks at all any faster than that, and his people are either, oh, they must be half a block ahead of him. They're either always half a block ahead or half a block behind. So here we go. This is also illustrating the kind of stuff that a friend could do for me if I had a friend over. They could walk across the room instead of me having to be worried of hurting myself with my damn crutches. So here I go. You're not there. Okay, fuck. Okay, so I don't know where my knee pads are right now. I have to go upstairs and get the ones where I do know where they are. Got my bag though. Take my shoe out of it. I'm gonna put this in the bag. I'm gonna ride in the bag, just like my dog Hannah used to ride in bags. Paper bag, that's pretty funny. Paper bag with a little dog in it. Okay, so leaving my foot in the castor oil pack. Just being real careful because I did that like 20 minutes of 10, I don't know, castor oil pack before I got up. there's quite a relief in the pain. Found my knee pads. Found my book. I need to sit on my butt as much as possible today, but I have a friend coming to visit, and that's pretty awesome. I don't know if I took my LD in last night. Damn it, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did. Okay. So now, gotta go back downstairs, and then I gotta get my beverage, and crutch on outside, and I might try and remember my, shit, I forgot my fucking comb. Oh well, okay, I know I'm gonna go back up. This is me. I slept with my braid, and that just, and Brian likes to put his hands in there. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this easier and walk. Okay, all right. Okay, now I need my notebook. God, that doesn't close, god damn it. Because it went in the fucking dishwasher. Plastic things like that shouldn't go in the dishwasher. Okay. Okay. Ooh, water. Oh, shit, but I don't have... Oh, let's see. Okay. I'm going to just go outside as is, get set up, and then I'll come back and get my hot pad. But that means I have to plug in the electric cord. All this is doable, and I'm totally glad that it's possible. But it's really the kind of stuff that someone else would do for me if I lived in a community or prioritized community. I tell you what. Okay. So the other table, I absconded with the other table. All right. Oh, you're an interesting bug. Okay. Put that down there, put that down there. I've got my drinks right here. I'm gonna set up the camera. Oh my God, my flowers are getting really wilty. Let's see if I can. My poor little guys. My petunias are happy, but these guys, not. I gotta figure out what's going on with their soil. And look at this pretty thing I made. It has doily, paper doily, and a solar thing on top. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna set up, plug in. I'm gonna plug in electricity. You know how cool it is to have electricity? I did not have recorded that little story, but I was saying, I did not have electricity till I was like 12 years old. 12, yeah. And I didn't have indoor plumbing until I moved to Portland at 18 years old. Yeah, that's how things were in my house. Okay. 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 Ooh. Okay, hot pad. I'm doing it and doing it. Oh my gosh, my foot is feeling better. That's so fucking cool. I'm so fucking happy that my foot is feeling better. Okay, hot pad. Let's take my hot pad outside. I love my fucking hot pad. It's the fucking coolest thing. And I love that I can shop without leaving the house. I love that a lot. That's the fucking coolest thing. I loved the Sears catalog when I was a kid, but then the Sears catalog went away. I would look at that thing, man. It's so surprising, actually, maybe, that I haven't developed an internet. I need an internet addiction, like a shopping addiction. That's what I mean. Maybe it's just because I haven't had the disposable, silly, like lighthearted, do whatever I want with it income. That has not been in my field yet for quite a few years, and it's kind of frustrating, but it's just the way things have been. And I think it's almost over. I've been saying that for a while, but it just is. Projects take time. They take what they take. And as long as you're continually making inspired action, then it's going at the pace it needs to be. Okay. Hot pad, I'm gonna get my hot pad plugged in. I just need to keep singing an ode to electricity. It's so motherfucking great. And I hate being hot, but another cool thing is air conditioning is in my house. We used to heat our cabin with a wood stove. And for a little while, I don't remember how long, we actually cooked our food on a wood cook stove. Just like way in the past. Just like the way nobody hardly ever does it anymore. Okay. But ode to electricity. Electricity is motherfucking great. Okay. Alright, what's today? Today is Wednesday, July 30th. Oh, void. Interesting. I forgot to write down what that is, but I'm pretty sure it means like don't do anything like really important. Because it'll just kind of fall on deaf ears. Pretty sure that's what she said. Okay. I gotta read. Okay. So it's pretty fucking cool. All the resources that now exist were literally beyond my wildest dreams when I was a kid growing up in the 1940s in Alaska. And then I moved to Portland in 1990, so that was a big jump, let me tell you. It's not like I was, what is it, Amish? Is that what they are? Yeah, it's not like I was like that, but kind of. Okay, so, I need to tell more stories about it. That's what Azaria said. I listened to Azaria's reading for my ascendant, which is Aries, for August, and she said you're carrying some grief that you really need to let go. And it's grief for my childhood and for how fucking hard things were. Okay, part 3, the language of light. Oh my god, already I'm in love. In the beginner's mind, there are infinite possibilities. In the experts, there are few. And I actually had a conversation about experts with my last writer. No, not last one, but she was 9 years sober. It took 30 years of praying, but the son that was a drug addict was able to kick it. We had such a good talk. Started like right away. So good. Okay, and we talked about experts and how I'm like, commodification of community support. Okay, the ancient art of contemplation. Oh, this is part 3. Oh shit. Okay, I gotta come back to that. Okay, this is not Gene Key 3. Okay. I didn't do my homework, okay? It's like I'm on the bus and I'm reading it, but it's kind of dark, so I can't see very good. Okay, 3rd Gene Key. Oh my god, I love this. Through the eyes of a child. I don't know what that means, but the Siddhi is innocence. The gift is innovation. The shadow is chaos. Congratulations, you got a comment from the eye inside. Awesome. It's like I'm chatting with my friend. Okay, through the eyes of a child. Ooh, physiology, navel. Ainsley and I were talking about her belly button the other day. Okay. The 3rd shadow. Chaos. From chaos to cosmos. Okay, a little more comfortable. I can be just a little more comfortable and tolerate a little less. Okay. The 3rd shadow lies at the core of all our beliefs that the human individual is basically powerless in comparison to nature or the infinite. This is the programming domain of both religion and science, the 2 cornerstones of human belief. On the one hand, we have religion, which separates humanity from nature by the interposition of a god or gods, thereby creating a division in our entire unconscious reality, separating humanity from nature, thereby creating, we don't even need the interpretation of the God's part, we just need just that it makes it more, you know, global, and just, so what would I replace? Okay, so, no, I'm just gonna say, a religion separates humanity from nature, thereby creating a division in our entire unconscious reality. And even if somebody doesn't, like, I don't practice a religion, you're steeped. You're steeped in the there's enough people with religion that you are affected by it. Okay. This reality must then be based upon the worship of either our own or someone else's projection of what God is. Such a situation, in turn, creates the notion of free will and its judgment by the presiding deity. Okay, the worship of either our own or someone else's projection. I don't know what car she's driving either. On the one hand, we have science, which sees our nature as predetermined by our genes, which come pre-programmed only for survival, thus leaving all human beings victims of the vagaries of chance. Victims of the vagaries of chance. In either scenario, the individual comes off badly. We are either shown divinity only to be denied it, or we are shown freedom and then placed in a world of merciless competition in which only the lucky or the strong can thrive. We are shown freedom and then placed in a world of merciless competition in which only the lucky or strong can thrive. Bullshit. Okay. Perhaps more than any other, the third shadow captures the essence of the role of human DNA through an understanding of the structure of the single cell, the prime unit of life on our planet. Through an understanding of the single cell, we will see how both of the above belief systems have grown out of a very natural, organic progression that has brought us... Oh, shit! Damn it! Okay, all tangled up. Come here. For you. Got fish for the phone because it's all the way over there. Thank goodness it has a leash attached. Okay. All right, I have to turn my thing up. It's not... Oh, damn it, you turned off? No, okay. 4, we're on 4. We're at 60 minutes. We're gonna get my foot more warmed up. It's kind of hurting now. I think the arthritis is spreading because there's more parts of my feet that hurt these days. Okay. I wonder how... I bet I'll have very few flares of my arthritis once I feel more consistently supported. Okay. Through an understanding of the single cell, we will see how both of the above belief systems have grown out of a very natural, organic progression that has brought us to exactly where we stand now, at a great evolutionary fork. As a planetary consciousness, we now stand before a chasm, and humanity's response to this threshold must either lead to chaos or it must lead to cosmos. I'm going to say we've been in the chaos state for a while now. So you know what? It's time to move the fuck out of chaos. And then, you know, isn't it cool that the next step is cosmos? Okay. Humanity's response to this threshold must either lead to chaos or it must lead to cosmos. Another way that things are inevitable as long as you keep at it. Incremental, consistent progress over time is sustainable. Okay. Standing before a chasm. Okay. Never before in history has the future of our entire planet and all its organisms hung in the balance of human behavior. And so if it's a balance, which right now is imbalance, you know, I think that's pretty clear. Enough of us move out of chaos and into cosmos, we can flip the fucking balance, and then fucking avoiding the shadow and just let it all hang out. We are all one. We're all a part of unity. We're all connected, so just to fucking accept. Fucking, I gotta stop. Okay. Okay. Humanity's response. Never before in history has the future of the entire planet and all its organisms hung in the balance of human behavior. I get that's interesting. It seems okay. It is interesting to note that the words chasm and chaos are derived from the same root, since this third gene key governs what we humans understand as chaos. It is also intriguing to note that the original meaning of the word chaos is closer to primordial space. It was only due to a misunderstanding based on fear that the word came to be equated with disorder. So many keywords there. In order to get to the bottom of the profound mystery within the third shadow, it is perhaps helpful to overview the direction of modern scientific thinking in response to our current evolutionary fork. Okay, I need to stop underlining. I mean, it helps me, but also I don't want it to get to be too much. Okay, I'm sure I'll go through this many times. Okay, so is this my last yeah, we decided 3 paragraphs. So I have one more. Okay, through the eyes of a child, that's right. In the old view, we humans are the victims of our selfish genes. In the new view, there are no victims, only a huge, interconnected, and interdependent cosmos. I swear I hadn't read this yet, but, you know, I just know this stuff. Contemporary mainstream scientific thinking is still based mostly upon 2 giants, Newton in physics and Darwin in biology. Despite what we hear, the scientific world is still reeling from the aftershock of Einstein and what he discovered. Einstein's breakthrough opened physics and all of science to vast dimensions that can barely be comprehended. All an honest physicist can say for sure anymore is that the very bedrock of scientific thinking has been so severely shaken that no scientific premise can ever be taken for granted again. God, that's so fucking proven in the past 5 years. Einstein's quantum world has still not filtered through to mainstream biology, except for a few brave pioneers who are willing to put their reputations on the line. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And isn't it fucking bullshit? Darwin's dogma of genetic determinism prevails and still remains at the root of all modern medical practice, which has so many fucking problems. However, a new quantum biology is indeed in the process of forming at the frontiers of modern science, and it holds many fascinating possibilities. I just think it's funny. So the repressive nature is anal. I'm not going to read it right now. Reactive nature is disordered. And then the third gift is innovation, the end of island mentality. We are islands in our mind. Something like that. Okay, cool. So, I'm gonna take some deep breaths and check in with my body and drink some fluids. I can't believe I already drove for... God, it's so crazy. I played my video game for a little while when I got up, and I was a little crabby and grumpy. But it was so nice having Brian home. He really helped me a lot. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm not going to bother doing anything about my hair. Alright, so let's see. What's happening in this new moon? Oh, I did a yoni steam yesterday, and I had such a good time with Beth, my herbalist and acupuncturist, and just wise medicine woman. last time she told me about some very specific plant allies, and I brain dumped it into ChatGPT and had it write me a poem about it, and I want to read that or post it or something. I love it so much. And Beth's direction was go home and make a bouquet of the flowers in your garden, especially centered around rose. And I don't remember why, but I have it written. ChatGPT's holding on to it for me. And then this time, oh yeah, I came home immediately and made that bouquet. Super beautiful. I did take pictures. And I need to do more. I am inspired, and I do still have a lot of flowers, but unfortunately, sometimes bringing beauty into my home takes more effort and time than I have. Okay, I can celebrate that I also got the email written to our little community support circle about Jeanette and I needing some help. I sent it to Brian yesterday and asked him to please send it out. Okay, so that's a big success. And then I need to, I've already started rewriting for Sacred Circle. And I'll just go on a cycle just like I used to. I post there, and then, obviously my main page, that's like an updated appeal. Okay. All right. Super awesome. Jeanette and I had a great conversation yesterday. Hi. You're here. Look, you're here. Okay. I will reposition. I was taking up all the space because you weren't here yet.
It's okay. I can't stay for very long, you know.
You set a timer? Is it 11:11?
It's 10 minutes after. Yeah, 11:11. And,
hi, sweetie. Oh my gosh, I see you. It's so good to see you. Oh my gosh. I've seen windows or glimpses over the past little while, but I remember hanging out with this Jeanette a lot.
Yeah, right. Let's see. I'm gonna go to Brant.
Good job. You're doing the map first.
Yeah, so it's 11 minutes to there. So I've got about a half hour.
Okay, does that give you at least 5-10 minutes of a little bit of transition? Because
Yeah.
you'll probably have to go to the bathroom.
20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yay.
Okay.
That's awesome because that'll super keep us on track.
Okay, I'm setting my timer for 20 minutes. All right.
So cool.
Did you watch that?
I don't know what happened, but the second one it was definitely longer, but it dropped. I don't know what happened. So, but I reread it. You can if you want, but I just reread it on this recording. And so you could do the next one.
You reread it on the recording.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what how far did you read?
The 3 paragraphs, isn't that what we decided?
Up to there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, oh my gosh, I was so good. I actually had conversations with writers this morning about these exact things.
What writers?
I went and drove for a couple of hours.
Oh, writers.
Writers,
not,
yeah.
Not writers.
Right. Gosh, I need to say rideshare writers. I think that'll make more sense. But yeah, we literally talked about how kind of the religion of politics has separated humanity from nature. I left this part out because it just separating humanity from nature thereby creates a division in our entire unconscious reality. And even if, someone's like stuck on the word religion, we are steeped in it. We are steeped in an environment that is really foundationally based on a variety of religions and a variety of perspectives. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. Yeah, we can move these things. So that really... I mean, that already was mind-blowing, but there's just so much in here. So what about you? What do you, what about you?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty amazing myself. Oh, I'm so glad you got a copy of the book.
Yeah.
I'm so proud love you.
Thank you. It's a good investment in myself and us because it makes it easier. And I really did want to write in my own, you know, because
Sure.
yeah, oh my God, and I that means I also can do a lot more reading. Like I actually started this last night. That was where I really wanted. So I am reading the first part first.
Oh, the introduction?
Yeah, I'm jumping back
Yeah,
to.
you know, the introduction, it's really good to read that introduction first.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm excited. Because it's already made. Yeah, anyway. Anyhow, so what else? Let's see.
See, I can't remember.
Oh, this one. This I wanted to underline. We are shown freedom, and then placed in a world of merciless competition in which only the lucky or strong can thrive. Bullshit.
Fucking shit.
Bullshit. That is such a lie. And I don't think it's said, but it really, remember there was one recently where it said like evolution is inevitable as long as you just keep at it a little at a time. It is inevitable. And it feels like this is also saying it's inevitable that we cross this evolutionary fork. Okay. And I almost didn't quite believe, never before in history has the future of our entire planet
and all its organisms hung in the balance of human behavior. I believe it.
You believe it's never before? Yeah.
Never before because of the nuclear, you know, yeah, because of that. Yeah, I mean, you know, we've had bombs before, but we haven't had nuclear bombs.
Don't worry about anything that's fallen. Okay. Well, there's been some nuclear bombs, just not here, nearby us.
And not threatening us. I mean, you know,
definitely.
With Trump in power, you know, and all of these weird people in power, they can drop a bomb on us anytime they want to. Washington, D.C. can send a bomb to Seattle.
Yeah, I know. The thing that really encouraged me, though, was that, you know, it's something about in the okay, so that we're in this place. It was only due to a misunderstanding based on fear that the word chaos came to be equated with disorder. That's one piece. But then... I know that it, this one. In the old view, we humans are the victims of our selfish genes. In the new view, there are no victims, only a huge, interconnected, and interdependent cosmos. Unity. See? That's why our work is important. That's why this is important, because we're doing our piece for
I might stay alive for many years to get this shit done.
You know, and we're literally proving before the eyes of whoever chooses to come look the power of community, the power of sticking with, the power of being willing to go, I understand your abandonment wound, and I'm gonna stick here, right here. You can trust me, keep coming back. Resetting our nervous systems at the foundation, that's important.
And damn, I've somehow gotta get through to my daughter.
I honestly think it's just that time, you know. We're gonna have to talk about it at some point for you to understand like how much my experience with Ainsley is paralleling your experience with your kids, but especially Micaiah.
She's 40 years old.
I know, but yeah, no, I know, yeah, I get it, and I do want to. I know that what I need to say is best would probably be recording it. I need to say out loud at least the basics of those few years with I don't know, 5 years with Ainsley.
I mean, I'm glad that you and Ainsley found your way, but I feel like I just don't have the time.
Yeah, there was a period when that was true for me too. When I was severely depressed and couldn't function, and
Oh, God.
I didn't have the time. I literally couldn't be there for her, even though she needed me bad. She needed me bad. In this case, though, she had cultivated a family with her best friend, and they were able to consistently show up for her. So she kind of outsourced that consistency. I know that Micaiah didn't.
What has happened with Micaiah? She's just gone.
Yeah.
And Jeremy is too. I'm sure that he's homeless. And so, what can I do? Not a fucking thing. I just can't do anything.
You can do this, though. You can do
Calling
your part.
Angel.
Yeah. I bet their separation is going to lead. They will no longer be distracted by each other. They will no longer be triangulated on you. There is change happening. Something will change because their environment is. But yeah, we don't know. There's no way of knowing how long this period will last. Do you want to check your time real quick, just so that we... I know you set a timer, it's just I want to know if we're down to like 2 minutes or... We're down to 11 minutes. Thank you so much.
You're working hard?
Yeah.
I should put that in the refrigerator. I didn't put it in the
Oh,
refrigerator.
yeah, please remember that, because I mean, I can walk right now, but I even drove with my foot flared.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because it's happening so much now that I'm like, well, I guess I need to figure out how to, I can't take any more time off work. So it gets to the point where I can, as long as I don't bump it, and as long as I mostly crutch, and, like, so I was able to drive. I just have to use my heel. It's not ideal, but it's just an illustration of sometimes how we have to push ourselves within this merciless competition.
Yeah.
I know freedom. That was another conversation I had with this gal. She was 9 years sober. She had to pray for her son for 30 years for him to kick the drugs. Let's see, what was the piece? Oh, the merciless competition. I told her about what I've been building. I told her, I told her about the evolution of authentic relating pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. I said a lot of people did their work. She's like, do you still do that? And I just said, no, but I do these other things.
Yes, you do. You do it with me.
No, I did. I said I do. It's different now. I said I don't do workshops. And I've been finding every way possible for me to support the folks who want to be, guides and way showers, but without support for them and understanding for them, it's not possible, So, in this world of merciless competition, I said, I know this is what's possible. I know human nature is communal, is to be with, to support each other. We're all
unity.
It's unity.
The whole thing with the flowers and the animals and the trees. It's all one.
And
And the bicyclists and the car drivers and the car riders. We're all one.
Where's that nature part? Yeah. Okay. Whatever separates humanity from nature, thereby creating a division in our entire unconscious reality through the worship of either our own or someone else's projection of what God is. Okay, where's the chasm? There's a part where did I not underline chasm? Remember that part?
Yeah, I remember it. chasm and chaos are from the same root.
Okay, so as a planetary consciousness, unity, we now stand before a chasm, and humanity's response to this threshold must either lead to chaos or it must lead to cosmos.
Chaos or cosmos, I guess.
I think it's the balance, right? We're in chaos right now, like a teeter-totter. Chaos is reigning. Chaos is, running the show. It just takes enough people to get the other side of the teeter-totter up, to change the balance so that it shifts towards cosmos. And then when there are enough of us moving from cosmos, it's inevitable that at least a decent amount of humanity will evolve. But they have to see it first, right? How many times have you or I said, I have never experienced that before, so how can I imagine it now? I've said it in the past, you've said it a lot with me. And just by being friends, just by showing up for each other, just by committing to the progression, that we're demonstrating what most people have never seen before. But the ones who have seen it will also join in and be like, I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take broth to that lady who said she's cold while she is going through chemo. Bring her electric blanket. Nobody should be cold in a fucking basement while you're on chemo. So we're modeling
My
that.
friend Trina, Trina with the blue hair.
Yeah,
she's going through chemo
is
now.
She alone?
She's bald.
Is she alone?
She's got a partner.
Okay. Is her partner good and supportive?
Yeah, he's just lovely.
Okay,
Philly.
that's good.
But
maybe at some point we could go down and support her. Like if you're feeling real good. And
San Diego.
San Diego would be fucking great to go to in the winter.
It would.
Let's kind of start imagining into San Diego this winter. Because I'm sure her partner will need a break at some point.
I'm sure. But yeah. Anyway, she's been showing me her little bald head.
Yeah. Does she have a pretty head?
She really does.
That's amazing.
She has the most beautiful head.
I wonder if she'd let you paint it or something.
Way more beautiful than my head was.
Oh, when you went bald, what is it? Just shape that you didn't like, or?
I don't know. I think I had just sort of a little pointy egg head, but she has a nice shaped,
That's
round head.
Yeah, you need to make art on her head. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah.
Kind of like body painting, but maybe something like that. Anyway, I learned how to do print at home tattoos. Ainsley taught me how. So we can create our own tattoos. Anyway,
I need to learn how to print at home so that I can print some stuff.
All it is I need
to print.
The printer works now. The printer works. I finally got it fixed, and so now I'll just. And since it's a one-time thing, if you want to just give me your computer and say make it print, I will get it set up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I've gotta figure out how to get my address list and my password list from my.
I got that computer out. I got it out so that because I know it's going to take like half an hour to power up, and so my thought was to look for those, because I just power it up and go look at it later. So if you have any idea what those might have been called.
So they're in To Save, which is on the desktop. There's a folder called To Save, and then in there, I believe it's under. And then there's Jeanette, and then there's addresses. So there's that, but don't print it yet because I really want to update it first. And then the same thing is true for passwords.
In the same folder?
It's I believe it's in Jeanette.
Okay. Awesome. And what you could do too is like especially your passwords, it may be maybe the ones that haven't changed. Like you can send me a picture of your password page, and whatever hasn't changed, leave alone. I don't know. You never mind.
We'll do it when
We're
I come
cramped.
back.
Yeah, when you come back. I love that you're getting this chance.
I gotta go pee, and I gotta put your.
Thank you. I love you.
And
I'll see you when you come back to say goodbye.
I'll come.
It's hard to calm down when I'm really excited. And it's so fun to talk with friends about really cool shit. But what I need to be remembering to say more often is one of my dreams back in the days when I spent a lot of time alone or in chaos, my dream was, well, I kept trying to imagine what kind of life am I trying to create? What is it that I want? What is the most basic number of words? Like, how can I get it as concise as possible? And one day I was driving around, like I often did, in Badass the Magical Manifestation Machine, and I went, oh, I know what it is. I want my life to basically just me learning interesting shit, thinking about interesting shit, talking about interesting shit with other people, going interesting places, and doing all those things. And definitely see angels, guides, guardians, and light beings. Please match me with kind, generous. I mean, I guess basically what I've done is, please match me with kind, generous, interesting humans, and lucrative and safe rides, projects, journeys, whatever. So yeah, so it applies. I can keep using it. I can keep using it and just change the word from writers to collaborators and projects. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Mantras are really powerful. So you have to really choose the words wisely. Someday I'll remember to say the exercise I was guided through to be able to do that. Okay, the new moon in Leo was the 24th. I think today is July 30th. Ooh, okay, July 30th. So 6 days ago was the new moon. New moon in Leo. And that was also my brother's birthday. Releasing control over needing to direct other people's process so that we are leading with our heart rather than our ego. I'm rereading the new moon. There, that's 20 minutes. Perfect. Yay. It's your little foot. Yeah, it's just saying, sit down, you're doing too much. So I'll sit down and stop doing so much puttering around.
All right.
Okay, drive safe. Have a nice time.
Tell Brian I said hello, and Lisa if you see her.
Yeah, cool. I will.
Yeah, Tuesday is when I'm coming home. They'll bring me home.
Awesome. Excited.
Okay.
I think it's possible Nagara and Zan won't come this weekend. She's not feeling well, and it's hard to say if she'll recover enough. So then maybe, I'm sure I'd be able to get Brian to come with me when we come visit, instead of just me come visit this weekend.
Okay.
I bet I could get him to come. Okay. Right, drive safe.
Okay.
Love you. Bye. No, close it, please. The AC might kick on soon. Okay. And that's that. Jeanette left around then, or I did. I don't remember. Yeah, I was gone. So obviously, I've been releasing control over needing to direct other people's process. So I'm shifting to leading with my heart rather than my ego. And I was with my daughter at that time. Mercury is retrograde in Leo, and this can make us a bit tyrannical if we're tired, drained, and feeling irritable. Woo! With Mars and the South Node in Virgo making a square to Venus in Gemini, we might find ourselves feeling frustrated with others more than we'd like. If we're grasping for control and telling people what they need, we've missed the mark on knowing how to be a leader, and it's up to us to escort ourselves back to the light. That's awesome. Jeanette and I, yeah, that we were having a real power struggle, but you know, what she was grasping for control over was something where I'm like, dude, I know you can drive sometimes. I know you feel great sometimes and will be safe to drive, but there are times when you're not, and I'm worried about you being able to tell the difference. And she was mad. Did not like that. But it worked out well. She decided she just won't take the car back from her son. Okay. So, I definitely was frustrated with that. She was frustrated with me. I'm sure there were ways that I was grasping for control. And I realized one of the things that I regret with my time with Ainsley when I was in caregiving mode, I was gone a lot more. I was exhausted a lot more. I was rarely there when she actually needed me, so she was left alone a lot. I had a really hard time figuring out what would help her, what she needed. Of course, she didn't know she was a teenager. She's supposed to be able to rely on her parents to, like, support her, but I was more hindrance than help for a long time. And I did try to force her to do things in certain ways, and since then it's become incredibly obvious that her instincts were the appropriate way to go, not my ego-based. Okay. So I do believe that I am leading from heart for the most part, and have been escorting myself back to the light. And Jeanette's in a space of super grief around her motherhood and her children's lives. But she does need to escort herself back to the light, which I do believe she's done already. She's real perky, real bright. Alternatively, we might see other people trying to take control of our experiences, nitpicking the way we're doing things. And Brian does that sometimes. And if this criticism, and Jeanette does that for sure, and if this criticism is happening more inside of us than it occurring on an external level, we're definitely in need of some self-forgiveness and empowerment right now, which both Neptune and Saturn and Aries can offer in spades as a planetary team. Okay, I need to check my texts. Be here in a little while. I have time to go make myself some oatmeal, change my clothes. I probably do want to fix my hair. And yeah, just generally kind of get ready for a visitor. Okay, closer to 1. Cool. So I have a little over an hour to get my shit together. But I think my foot's in good shape now. Okay, so next steps with this video will be tomorrow. I'll have access to it to start editing it. There's definitely like obvious points that I can just edit out real quick. I can make a clip or a segment of just the reading. No, not just the reading of our reading and discussion, because yeah. And then if I want to move it to Mind Body Spa, I'll have to drop it into one of my editors, probably CapCut, because it's easiest, and transcript based edit, and move it to Mind Body Spa. So it is a relatively quick process, but you know, it's a lot of steps, because I only named the primary ones. Yeah, that's what happens with this video next. I really want to have some specific things to do. Since it's void, I can like work on stuff, but I won't do anything. I won't send any emails or that kind of thing. Today is, wait, when is the void over? Void ends Whoa, that's a long void. Okay, July 29th at 9 p.m. to July 31st at 10:30 a.m. So that's, so kind of chill until, what day is it? Thursday. Cool. Cool, cool. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a break from some projects I've been trying to get back to. I'm really pleased with how this is going. I'm really excited about some of the most recent videos that we've made because we're hilarious, and Jeanette is more relaxed, and I think our conversations are just more flowing and really chock full of great shit. And sometimes we're really funny. Actually, quite frequently we're really funny. And also real emotions are being felt and shown and shared, and either whichever of us is in a kind of a support role, we've been modeling what that looks like, how to be with a friend without fixing. And mostly I don't, but sometimes I do. That's a learned, at this point it's learned. I think it's actually natural. I think toddlers naturally do that sort of behavior, but then they are trained. We're all trained. Okay. This is retraining. This is resetting. This is being guided by Gene Keys. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you for being on the receiving end. Bye.